Welcome to day 6 of the YouTube games. Today, I am going to focus on Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha, something like that. Nagin, how do you say your last name? This is about a girl who, excuse me, my eye is itching, who is in the lower caste. Like, there's this different caste. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that word right. But she's the lower one, so usually she wouldn't, like, be in this position. But what happens is each year there's, like, 8 women that are chosen to basically be a sex slave to this demon king. And I don't know what the main girl's name is. Lee? I think that's how you say her name, is Lee. Lay or Lee? I'll just say Lee. She's in the lower caste, and she gets picked as a 9th one, which never happens. There's always 8. Like I said, she's a lower caste, so usually they're not even in the radar of the Demon King. But I think it's her eyes or something. If something, for some reason, catches the Demon King's interest in her. So yeah, I'm very curious about this book. Like, I'm really curious how the author deals with the rapes that are going on in here. I'm very curious how Lee is going to be. Like, is she going to, like, be the type that, like, oh my god, this is happening to me, and, mope around and not try to do anything? Or is she going to, like, pretend like, a certain way, but pretend like she's all Dallasy or whatever that word is, but really, like, fight it? So, I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested in how the author is going to portray the main character, because it's a female-female relationship in here. So I'm just curious, because you know how, like, sometimes you'll get books and it's like male on male or female on female, and you either like the main character or you like the side character, or the person's involved with, or you vice versa. And I'm just curious, like, if the author is, like, going to really go into detail, or if it's just going to be, like, mentioned. Like, she likes this girl, and nothing happens, like no kissing or anything like that. And, I'm just very curious, because I've read books before where I'm just like, they're just mentioned that, that she likes another girl, or that the guy likes guys, but they don't, like, talk about it other than that. Because I know that it's like, I believe it's one of the other slaves that she gets involved with. I'm not positive. So correct me down below if you read it and that isn't the case. Unless it's a big spoiler. Don't tell me who she gets involved with, because I don't want to know. I don't want to know until I find that. But I'm very curious on, like, how the whole rape situation is handled in the book. Because you know how some authors are really good at taking, like, taboo subjects. Is that the word? I don't know the actual word. But, like, taking a certain subject and not representing it. Representing it good. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm just curious about all that. But this is going to be my main one. This is also Team Neverland's book pick, and I have to try to have this done by tomorrow night or Monday or Friday morning, something like that, because the points are doubled for this book since it's a group book. So this is going to be my main focus today, and as I'm going along, I might be, like, going into, like, coming back on and talk about certain parts of the book. So I'm warning you that there'll be spoilers, and I'll warn you before I get ready to talk about it again, like, talk about spoilers. But I just don't want you guys to come in and get spoiled if you haven't read the book. So, but you should know that when I do vlogs, I'm going to try to, like, with certain books, unless it's a reread. If it's a reread, I probably won't come in and talk about it. Unless it's a book that I only read once and I don't remember a lot of the stuff that happens. But otherwise, it's only going to be like when I do vlogs and I'm talking about books that I've never read. So this one is definitely if I have something that like I need to talk about or that I just want to, warn people about. If you do want to know spoilers for this book, because some people want to know spoilers before they read certain books. So if you're that type of person, then that's one of the reasons why I want to do, like, if there's certain things. And it helps me, too, for people that already read it, to let me know what they thought about the certain scenes that I'm talking about. But, yeah, I'm very curious about this book. Like, if you've read this book, let me know, like, what you thought about it. But no spoilers, please. But just let me know, like, did you like it? Did you hate it? Or were you just like, it's an okay book, I'm just very curious. But no spoilers, please, no spoilers. You can give me your rating, but no spoilers. But this is going to be my main focus today. And then I got Six of Crows. This is a reread, but this is only my second time reading it, so I might talk a little bit about spoilers in here. If I am talking about a spoiler, I will, hold the book up. And then, yeah, you know how it works. I'll hold the book up, talk about it, and then when I'm done with the spoiler, I'll put it down. But yeah, I might be talking about parts in here, since it's a reread, but like I said, I've only read it once. Plus, this is Books with Chloe and Common Spence. They're doing a readathon. I think it's called Books with Friends or something like that. And this is their first if I can talk, this is their first pick. I mentioned it in my other, I think I mentioned it in my other vlogs, but it's their first pick for February, and they're doing their live stream on Chloe's, Book with Chloe's channel, on her channel. So all you have to do is look on her channel if you're interested. It's on the 22nd or the 23rd, depending on where you're at, your time zone, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'm rereading this, so I might be having a little bit of spoilers on this one. And then the last one I'm going to concentrate on today is An Ember in the Ashes. I took the dust jacket off because it was driving me nuts. But yeah, last time I was on here talking to you guys, I just finished 2032 when I updated you last. So I'm going on to chapter 5. This one, if you guys remember, I just finished chapter 8, which was page 128. So now I'm on chapter 9, which is Kaz's point of view. So yeah, these are the 3 books that I'm going to be reading today, but like I said, I'm going to be concentrated on Girls of Paper and Fire. And if I don't get a lot of footage today, then I might like add on day 6 and 7 together, because I know the last couple of days I've only been doing maybe 11 minutes or something like that of a vlog. So I might combine, like I said, today and tomorrow's together. I'm not sure yet. Just depend on the footage, like how much footage I get. Because I don't know how to edit, so I don't want to give you guys 30, 40 minutes of boring stuff. So I'm only going to come on if there's something just to update, or if there's something I want to talk about in any of the books. But like I said, just be warned that there might be spoilers as you're watching the vlog. But I will try to remember to, like I said, put the book up when I'm doing a spoiler review. But sometimes it makes your arms tired and you have to put it down. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this, to see how I feel about it. But this is what captivates me. This part right here, it says, "In my land, we're known as paper girls, easily torn, existent only for others to use and discard. But there's something they've always forgotten about paper. It can light the world on fire and make it burn." That's just so telling. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. That makes you shiver, but makes you feel like there's going to be hope in this book, even though it's a horrible situation that she and the other girls are in. Yeah, so I'm very intrigued. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a good reading day. But like I said, I'm gonna keep editing. I mean, not editing. I'm gonna start reading. But first, I'm gonna go find me something to eat. And yeah, when I have something to update, I will update it. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. Hi, everybody. How are you? Just came to update. I read some more in I read some in Girls with Paper and Fire. Not very far in, so I don't really have a big of an update, because I'm only, like I said, on chapter 9, which is page 88. A couple little things happen. One sad thing to do with an animal, but right now it's more just her getting used to the other paper girls. I mean, she hasn't been called yet, to the Demon King or whatever you want to call them yet. So right now she's basically just like learning the rules and things of the place. So yeah. But so far it's interesting to find out like where all the different which paper girls came from what, and try to figure out who she's gonna get involved with is interesting. So yeah, it's about really it that's really happened since I said I was gonna read it this morning. This is the only I've read, so I don't really have much of an update. Nothing really happened today, so yeah. So I might go ahead and do this for 2 days. We'll see. But yeah, so far, I'd say it has me interested. Interested? Yeah. And I did get my Patronus out for the Fave crate that I got. The candle. So my Patronus, if you can see it. Tiger. There we go. That's a good shot of it. So that's what my Patronus is. Do you guys like it? Do you think it's pretty? Do you think a tiger is a good fit for me? I think mine is a dog or a cat on Pottermore. I just can't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it's a cat. Could be a dog though, but I'm pretty sure it's a cat. But yeah, I like the tiger. It's like a really, really pretty, like I showed you. I'm very happy with the animal I got. So yeah, that's it. I haven't read anything else, and nothing else happened. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. So I come with the update. I haven't really got very far. I'm on page now, chapter 14, which is on page 139. Yeah, now it's probably gonna get really where it starts getting graphic, because she was just called, her name was just on, that's how they know when they're gonna get picked. Their name is like on a paper or a napkin or something. I can't remember exactly what it's on, but yeah, and her name was just on the paper. So now she's getting ready to get called for her time with the king. So far, he seems like he's really a jerk. I mean, from his little appearances. I actually don't have a lot of tabs, which is surprising to me. I thought it would be more, like, from the very beginning, I thought I would have a lot of, tabs. But so far, like, there's nothing that really wants me to tab it. It's not a bad book by any means. I'm like the, leading up to it, like with, like the other girls getting called and everything, and their reaction, you could tell that the king is going to be a jerk, but like nothing's major happened yet. I mean, like I said, there will be spoilers as I'm talking along with the vlog. In the vlog. So yeah, there was like at the beginning to make her leave, the guy that took her, that forced her to go with him, killed the dog, her dog, and that was sad. And then when they were getting ready to go to the palace, some woman was killed. And, you know, it's about really all that's happened so far. But now that she's getting ready to be called, or she just got called to go in front of the king, or whatever you're going to say. Yeah. For her first time, yeah, I'm sure it's going to get very detailed. Yeah, I definitely don't like the guy, but I didn't want to waste a tab just because I don't like the guy. But yeah, yeah, I'm very interested in this because Lee, how do you say her name? Leia Lee, how do you say her name? She has some spice to her, so I'm hoping she don't lose that spice because of, you know, it's gonna be her first time, and it's not gonna be a good first time. And there's a couple of girls that I could see her ending up with because I know she does start falling in love with one of the girls. But there's a couple of them, so I'm not like really 100% sure yet which of the girls is gonna be the one that she falls for. And yeah, so far I really like Wren. I think that's how you say her name, Wren. What you call, even though she's kind of a witch or a bully, Blue, kind of still like her because I feel bad for her because why her dad's in power, she's just a bargaining chip. That's all she is. Like, she really didn't want to. You find out that even though she acts like she wants to be there, that she really didn't want to be there. So I thought that was interesting. So, and there's another girl that's interesting. Simi. I know it's CH. She was like the first one that was called. I don't know how you spell her name, but she was interesting. And then there's the youngest one, that 16-year-old. I don't remember her name, but the youngest one of the group. Yeah, she's interesting, but I feel so sad for her because she's only 16 and she's not like handling it as well as the other ones are. So yeah, I just worry about her a lot. I forget how you say her name, but it was the first friend that she met. So yeah, so I'm really worried about her friend because of the way she's acting. So yeah, that's really about it. I don't really have no other thoughts yet about it. I just really like feel for the girls, even the ones that act like they're all, you know, there, like they want to be there and they really don't want to be there. But yeah, so I just think it's so sad that they don't have no say in what happens in their life. So yeah, but yeah, I really like Blue, like I said, even though she's kind of a bitch, I should say. I'm sorry, but she is. But I still feel bad for her once you find out, like I was just telling you guys about in regards to her. So yeah, and then I'm trying to see if I can find the girl that I'm talking about, the 16-year-old. But if you read the book, you know who I'm talking about. And I felt bad for her, like she can't walk on those shoes very well, and the first time she meets the king, even though you don't want to like be there, you still want to, like, you don't want to make a fool of yourself in front of the king. And then she like couldn't walk very good in her shoes, and she fell and like went into him. And yeah, so and then he says something like, do you wonder why I picked you last, or something like that? And he said something like, because he always saves the best for last, or something, I don't know. Yeah, so he just seems like he's gonna be a real. So yeah, but I am very interested, still like to see what's all going to happen throughout the book. But right now, I would say, just on what I read, I would give the book like 3 stars right now. Like I said, depending on how the book goes in, you know, what happens more in the middle and the end of the book. It could be less or it could be more. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how she's going to act after her encounter with the king. And yeah. So yeah, that's all I got to really say right now. I don't know like what else to really talk about. Most likely I'm going to in the blog like around 10 or 11. I don't know if I'm going to read any more, but if I read any more, of course I'll update you before I come back to close out the vlog. But I might quit reading this one for the rest of the night. Maybe read like 2 more chapters in this one, and then maybe put this down for the rest of the night, and then read some Six of Crows and then Burn the Ashes. So yeah. But I'll be back at least at 10, between 10 and 11 to do a final count of what I read, and yeah. And I think that is it for right now that I can think of, like I said. But yeah. So, like I said, let me know if you guys have read this and what you think. I'm very, like, curious. Because I've seen some people really, really love the book. Some people really, really hated the book. So I'm just curious where other people fall into it. And I'll let you guys know eventually what I feel about it. But I just want to give you some thoughts on it. So, yeah. I will catch you guys all later. Bye. Hey everybody, so with the if I can talk, I'm here to tell you what I did. So for day 6, I believe I said we're on, I read 220 pages. So I am getting close to finishing the book. See, I can't remember how many pages there are exactly. $379 plus, it looks like there's another page. So maybe 380 maybe around. So yeah. So I should finish this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really enjoying what I read so far. I know you really shouldn't say that with such a serious subject, but I'm just, like, everything's, like, very intriguing. Like, let's see, when I last updated you, I think she didn't go and see the king yet. She just got called. And then all this stuff happens when she goes and sees the king. Well, before she goes and meets the king, she gets shown, like, by this one woman, how to, please, what she's supposed to do to please the king. And, if I can find it, I know it was one of the purple ones that I put up at the top. I liked what this lady said. She said, let me see if I can find it. Nope, that ain't it. I'm trying to find the one. It must be back here more. But I like what she says. If I can find it. Let's see. It might be... Maybe I didn't put the purple on it. Let me see. Was it this one? Nope, it ain't there. Man, I can't find the one what I did with it. Thought I put a thing for it. But I'm not seeing it. But she says something about, like, how, the main girl, Lee, says how, like, she doesn't have that women don't have the power that the men do, or whatever. And the lady said something to her, and I cannot find it. Well, that's going to make me upset, because I thought I put a tab there. Let me see. I don't think it was that. Let me see if I can find it. Can't find it. But she says something about, like, how she thinks basically the king has all, like, men have all the powers and women don't. But the lady says something about, like, how it ain't true, basically. That, you know. Oh, I can't remember exactly what she said because I can't find it. Let's see, I know it's past that. But I know she's talking to the girl, what you call it? My ear is itching, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. She talks about, she says this, the king isn't expected you to be highly skilled. In fact, he's probably looking forward to your inexperience. Many men enjoy that, taking a girl's virginity. And then Lei, or how do you say her name, says, why? They have all the power anyways. And then the lady says, Zelie, I think that's how you say her name. She says, do they? Yes, they like to think they're in charge, ordering us around and taking women for their own, whatever they fancy. But is that true power? They can take and steal and break all they want. There is one thing they have no control over, our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts. None of them will ever be able to control the way we feel. Our minds and hearts are our own. That is our power. They call her Nine. That's a nickname. Never forget it. So yeah, I love that. And then when she's close to go and actually please the king, if you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. She does something, and then she gets in trouble for it. And I don't want to go into too much details because I don't want to like go too spoilery. But yeah, she does something and she gets punished for it. And I like how Ren, like, isn't supposed to, but she sneaks food in for her during her confinement for the punishment of what she did. And I like that. I'm really liking Ren. I think that's how you say her name. Like, a lot. Yeah, I really liking her. And I kind of was hoping she was going to be the one that Lei, how you say her name, was going to have the fill-ins for. The thing that is worrying me is that one girl, the 16-year-old, I always forget her name. But anyways, she seems like she is jealous now of Lei, which is kind of scary because, you know, she liked Lei so much at first, and now I don't know how that girl's gonna be. I know I'm giving a little bit of spoilers, but I already said that I would be doing spoilers for the vlog, give you my feelings for how I'm feeling about it. But yeah, I would say I'm definitely like, it's not feeling like a 5-star read, but it feels like it might be a 4.5, depending on how everything ends. I will say the king is a jerk. He's very abusive. What he does to some of the slaves is crazy and mean and heartless, and he's very what's that word, superstitious. So that's very strange that he's so superstitious. And then you find out something about Ren, if you know what I'm talking about. If you read the book, you know what I'm talking about, that you find out about Ren. Because I'll give you a little bit of a thing. She was in one part, Lei saw her taking off and going somewhere, sneaking out. And you find out why she was sneaking out. Kind of. It was like, it doesn't go into too much detail, but it gives you kind of a detail why she was sneaking out. And yeah, I really think that so far I'm liking, if that's who she's gonna wind up with, because it's still early. She could be someone else that she starts having feelings for, but right now I think that's who the main girl that she's gonna like is, and I'm all for it. I really like Ren so far. I really like Lei. I like them together. I like how conflicted she's feeling, not because she's having feelings for another female, because that doesn't bother her. Her thing is that she knows that she can't be with anybody else, that she only can be with the king, because they could die or have serious punishment if they're involved with anybody else, unless the king allows it, I guess. I don't know if the king would ever allow it, but I'm assuming that's the only way they would be able to be with anybody is if the king allows it. And apparently it's a year that they're going to be the paper girls. After a year, there's a new paper girls. And he might, I don't know, like, if he's going to, like, after that year, what he does with the girls. I don't know, like, if he sells them or if he marries them off. I don't know what happens. But yeah, but for that year, we know for sure that they can't be with anybody besides the king. And I don't like the king, but he's very interesting because he's so superstitious and stuff, like I was saying. So that really had me, it really has me intrigued. And if that's going to play more of a role in what's going to happen throughout the series. But so far, I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, really, really enjoying it. And as you can see, I got a few more tabs. I am using purple for, like, information, kind of. Or important things, what I think might be important. But also for the top, in case there's anything I want to talk about. That's why there's that couple there. But yeah. So far, I like the different characters. Even though I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the one anymore. The 16-year-old, because she the first night she was so, like, the girl, can't remember her name again, but she's a 16-year-old. But anyway, she was the first night so scared and everything, but now she's like, oh, he makes me feel special, and blah, blah, blah. But yet, there's this part where he comes in, even after what Lay does, he still, like, comes to her and, like, wants her to go for a walk with him. You know, he still signals her out. Even after what she did. I'm not saying what she did. But, yeah, now that girl seems like she's jealous because she's still, she's being signaled out, Lay. And Lay, of course, doesn't want anything to do with the king. But she knows that if she doesn't comply, that something will happen to not necessarily her, but her family that are still alive. She's still trying to find out where her mother is. If her mother's dead or alive, she doesn't know that. Yeah, so I'm really interested to find out if her mother's dead, alive. If she's alive, where is she? If she's not at the palace. So yeah, I'm very, very curious. But yeah, I'm definitely going to continue on with this tomorrow, and I will update you tomorrow on what's going on. And just remember, when I do my vlog tomorrow, that I am going to be talking about spoilers a little bit. Not too in depth into the spoilers, but just enough where you'll know how I'm feeling. But I won't, like, tell you, like, what exactly happens at the end when I'm done with it. But I will tell you if I like the ending or what, But then I will do a separate review of the book. But so far, while a lot of serious stuff is going on, I'm liking the world build. I'm liking the paper girls. We haven't heard much more from Blue, though. So I don't know what's going on with Blue, really, because, like I said, they just mention her every great once in a while. It's mostly now that one girl, I always say the 16-year-old because I can't remember her name. But yeah, more about her. Like, I just don't know how she's gonna, be now to Lay. But yeah, I definitely am enjoying the read so far. I do think I'll finish it later tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow, I mean. Yeah, and I'm really excited to do that. See how it all ends. That is it for tonight. And I'll be back, like I said, tomorrow for day 7. Remember, I am Team Neverland. Neverland. And yeah, I did really good. Only read one book, but like I said, 220 pages. Not bad for just one book. And yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll finish this and read some more of Six of Crows, or An Ember in the Ashes, or maybe I'll pick up A Court of Thorns and Roses and try to finish that. But yeah, Girls of Paper and Fire is gonna be my main read tomorrow until I finish it. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs, even though I don't really have much to say. I mean, much like to show you. Like, you know, I'm mostly in the house. I will say Friday I probably won't get a lot of reading done because I'm going out with my niece. Like I told you guys, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm not telling you what tattoo I'm getting or where I'm getting. Or where I'm getting it. But after I get it done and it heals, then I'll show you the tattoo. But I'm really excited, so that's what's going on Friday. Tomorrow, I should be getting a couple of books, and I'll show you the book while I'm vlogging. And I think that's it. Remember, if you like this vlog video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing to my channel. Remember, and if you do subscribe, to hit the bell icon for you know whenever a video of mine is uploaded or is uploaded, whatever you want to say. If you ever have anything you want to talk about, I'm always here. I always answer, try to get within 3 to 4 days, try to get back to people, if not sooner. And yeah, like I said, if you guys like this vlog, thumbs up. And yeah, I love you guys all, and I will talk to you again tomorrow in the next vlog. Mwah!